Today I wanted to talk about the 3 different ways I like to power my camera. And first off, when I'm doing photos, obviously I'm going to use the BLK battery. That's this guy. That is just the native battery that comes in this. But what I found is this little convenient case which comes with 2 batteries and an SD card holder. So you can throw an SD card in there. Also, this will tell you the percentage of the batteries. So I got one at 95, one at 62. This does not charge the batteries unless it is plugged in. So there's a plug. This will charge the batteries in 2 hours to 100%. So this is a nice convenient thing. I know if I need to keep the load light, I can grab this guy, has 2 batteries, has an extra SD card, grab my camera, grab a zoom lens, and I'm set for the day for a light setup. The next way is one of these guys. This plate works with the cage. And so I also use this for video work. So when I need to, I can throw this on here. And this is super, super convenient. And there's a little alignment gauge. So that goes on here. Then our battery goes on here. And next up, the first way to power it, no, this is the second way to power it. The second way to power the camera is just USB-C. So this battery I have here is 100 watts out. So that guy will go here. And then usually I'll wrap it and then throw this guy here. So make sure that you have a cable that is rated to 100 watts. Where is it? Yeah. It says right there, 100 watts, 20 gigs. So this can be used for transferring data as well as powering the camera. So now I got that set up. Another nice thing about this setup is you can just lower this if you need to get to the screen. So that lowers, this comes out, boom, we're set. Now we can attach external monitor if we need to, and go from here. Now, this is a 99 watt hour battery. This will run for anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, depending on how much stuff I have attached. Just battery, I've gotten 8 hours and the thing's dead. If I'm putting a monitor or other attachments on it, I'm getting closer to 6. So if you put a bunch of different things on here, a bunch of different accessories like a transmitter for wireless transmission, or a monitor, anything else, that's going to really start to cut into this battery. But I can say 8 hours, and then of course I always have a backup with a single battery, just camera. So for like concerts and things like that, dude, this setup is perfect. Just a single monitor, especially if you're like a wide camera, works great. Next up is dummy battery. So we use this same setup, but let's say we want to do a handle, a monitor, and then this camera does external to SSD. And let's say I'm going to be shooting RAW, so I want this is my SSD. So this is connected to the camera, taking up the power supply that I would normally go into, but I can record the much bigger files. Then I got a DTaP coming out of here, going into the camera. It's a dummy battery to DTaP there. Then I have a DTaP running to my monitor. So everything's set up this way. I can power anything from here. Both of my accessories, or the camera power and the monitor power, are coming off of DTaP, which I feel a lot more secure with. It's just these are a lot harder to pull out and they can't get nicked. You have to pull directly out this way. There is on this battery a USB-C, USB-A, and 12 volt, but I try to rock the DTaPs because they don't fly out. But that's my setup. Cables are a little janky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm working on my cable management right now, but this will run 6 to 7 hours on this battery. The only thing when you're running the dummy battery down here, just be careful. If the camera cuts off mid-take, then yeah, it might not save the clip. So that's the only one thing with running a dummy battery. But I can record, 6K on here, 6K open gate straight to an SSD in ProRes 422. It works great. So yeah, that's the setup. I like to run this camera more minimal, so I usually don't run the drive. I just run a monitor, and then I try to record internally with the SD cards. But that's the setup. It's actually been working really good. I've been enjoying this camera. I think the video looks great, amazing. I've shot a ton with Blackmagic cameras. Those look good. This has a little bit sharper vibe to it, so when people want that sharp look, it looks great. But this is how I've been powering it. That's the 3 ways I've been powering my camera for different situations. If this was helpful, give a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.